So today made it exactly 2 weeks since my daughter had this home accident. It's been God all the way. Now today this is our wound. You can see that she has healed. Yeah. Before this was how it was. This very pics was taken some days after, so by then it's healing. It was deeper than this. I could remember that first day I couldn't really take any picture because I was like scared, so I didn't take it before I even threw my treatments in it. It was very deep cut with bleeding. Okay, so I had to arrest it and quickly throw turmeric inside my power one of my powerhouse. Yeah, the turmeric quickly attacked, stopped the bleeding, and then ease her pains. You can see it. I filled the entire hole with turmeric, and then I now poured some honey in it. Then I used my bandage to bound to wrap around her head to help it. Then she slept off not quite long, and slept for like 2 to 3 good hours without pains, without disturbing, without crying. She slept, and when she woke up she was fine, she was perfect. And all I had to give her was to make my juice for her with immune boosting mix. I made a juice with pineapple, with coconut. It was a juice blend mix which I normally use for pains like this or fever. It will also help to prevent the fever from coming up in her, and then also to stop the pains too, to attack the pain. I didn't give her a single paracetamol or ibuprofen or whatever, so it was that juice I gave her for days as her treatment. So it was to boost her immune, it was to help calm her pains, stop fever, and then help prevent inflammation, swelling of the head. That was what I did for her. So it was a good help for her. Now after that, the next day I had to do a complete mixture, herbal mixture, which was like about herbs, 3 or 4 herbal mix. Yeah, 2 foreign herbs, and then one normal herbs that you can get around you, which I now use to dress the wound regularly, daily. Now you don't have to be dressing it yourself if you can't do it, but at least the first aid is very important. Throw in your turmeric when you have cases like this. Turmeric is very powerful. It's like a kind of antibiotics. It's an antibiotic, it's an antibacterial, to stop the bleeding, to ease the pain of the child. So that's what I actually did for her at that time. So throw your first aid, then later you can take her to the clinic. You can see that she walked all by herself. I took her to the pharmacy to give her anti-tetanus injection. That was the only thing I gave her, anti-tetanus injection. Then the rest of them were my juice. I gave her juices, and then I dress it daily. So among the herbal powders and essential oil I mixed together to dress the wound daily, turmeric was still inside because I know how powerful it is. It's also going to assist to heal her up fast. Yeah. So you can see within 2 weeks the new flesh, new tissues has grown out, which has covered it up. So all of them were working together to help heal her up faster, and she was doing fine. There was no single time that she was lying in the bed on the bed as sick, as apart from that time she slept off and woke up. Not single time she was having temperature running, maybe we were in the clinic being admitted or whatever. So she was doing fine. In fact, the next day after the incident she went to school. Yeah, so you can hardly know that something happened to her if not the bandage she was carrying. So she was carrying bandage for 2 weeks. I removed the bandage today from her head because it's already dried up, so that but I wasn't like covering the bandage so tight. We left room for air to enter it. You can see how free it is, so that air can enter it and help to speed up the healing, the recovery. So we address it like every morning. Sometimes I keep it, sometimes I do it daily, sometimes I do it twice daily, because I notice it's only when I'm dressing the wound that she cries in pains. So at the time I reduce my dressing to 2 days. Yeah, but I do a daily then I clean it up with hydrogen peroxide first before I now apply my herbs on it. Then I wrap it around, and that's how we've been for like 2 good weeks. And she goes to school, she comes back, and she's doing fine. You see her jumping and playing around. You will never believe, you won't know what is on her head unless she opens it up and shows you what is in her head. But I give God the glory. God has been faithful. God has helped us thus far, and she has completely healed us. So we're grateful to God for his healing. So that's our update so far, and we're doing well. Our wound has healed. So that's a take home for you. When you have emergencies like this, you at least quickly attack it as the first aid treatment. Throw in turmeric and honey, they can come in handy. So never lack turmeric in your kitchen. Go and get turmeric in your kitchen. Then after that, you can take the child to the clinic, you can take the child to a pharmacy for them to take care of the wound. If you can't, if you don't have knowledge on what to do or treating it yourself. Okay, so that's it, and this is our wound. We have recovered, we have healed. Thank you. Bye.